What is going on, Schmoedown fans? Welcome back to A Certain Point of View as we are here for our first reaction of the week. We got a good one. A rivalry that's been years worth of experience. Two great players in this league as we are here to react and play along to Mike Kalinowski and Jeannine the Machine. One I know this guy is very, very excited for. I'm sure Molly is just as excited as us as well. Hope everyone's doing well out there. It's Wednesday. Hope everyone's week's doing well. Brian and Molly, are you guys' week's doing well? You guys doing good?
Halfway there.
Halfway there.
Hump day.
Yeah.
Hump day.
I'm just glad I didn't get this match spoiled. I have no idea who wins. Nothing. Heard nothing. Stayed off social media pretty much since 2. So I'm excited.
I did not stay off social media, but I also have not had this spoiled for me, so I'm very
with
excited.
Molly. I'm with Molly. I don't know, but I did not stay off social media.
Yeah. I'm not a corruption show, Mr. Curtis, because who says I'm even voting for Mike in this one?
Oh, I'm not.
I don't think any of us are.
I think we're all Team Jeannine at this
There's
point.
our picks right out of the gate. Jeannine the Machine, we're going for that. We got to go with her. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah. Sorry. Burst bubble. Jill's not here, so she's the one.
I think, and maybe she'll pop up, but I think Jill might end up. She might have picked Jeannine anyway, just because it's Jeannine. Like,
I think so too. This is a tough one to root for Mike on, even for the hardcore Mike stands out there. I think everybody's been, especially this year, rooting for Jeannine just because she's having such a great year and she needs a win.
I think Mike is rooting for Jeannine, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jill needs to be rooting for Mike because she has Mike.
Well, yes. As far as fantasy points go, yes.
Hey, it counts for her. The rest of us and Frank are.
Yeah.
The rest of us were good. Frank and Jill are.
Yeah.
Who has Jeannine? Abby.
Abby does.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think Abby has her.
So,
hello, Mr. Question Writer. Thank you so much for joining us, PJ.
I wonder why he's here.
And Chuck, I always have this, but my background at home, because I'm not at home, you can tell, is so dark you can't see my hair. It's like this every day, though. But now it's like you can totally see everything in the background. So,
well, now that everyone saw it because of your picture, so now they know it's there.
Well, yes, that too. But that was like.
Are you gonna keep it long for Spectacular?
I think I might cut into a mullet for Spectacular.
You've been saying this for a month.
No, I already talked to my aunt about it.
It sure get off the
picture. I showed her a picture of what I wanted, and so yeah, it might actually be happening. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see if I keep my word in a month. So
yeah, we shall.
Because we are literally a month away. We will be in Los Angeles with a whole crew. Not just us three, not just Jill, Alex, or Sean, but a whole crazy crew in POV House, and one of those is Mr. Question Writer himself. So,
hi, PJ.
No, Brandy, no wedding.
The spectacular wedding.
No. We're not doing that quickly. That's a little fast. We did start looking.
You do realize that if Pakuga is around us.
Well, that's true. That's true, but I will say that we did start looking at venues today, which is all a little bit of a headache in itself. So, long ways to go until that one. Brandy, don't put any bad word of mouth out there. Anyway, Mike Kalinowski, Jeannine Machine. We've already made our picks. We are going team Machine here today. As both factions, these are their final members in this tournament. So if whoever loses today, that faction goes home for, I want to say, the rest of the year. Stars don't have a Star Wars or IG player, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yep, and neither does Corruption.
Neither does Corruption, except for the belt holders, which is Mike and then Marisol. So, yeah, this is going to be a fun one. But let's get to it. Let's see what we have here. We have Andrew Guy, Mark Ellis on the desk today as we see this battle royale between these two prior this season.
Yeah, do they love their factions more or do they hate each other more? You know what? We'll let you all decide when we check out the story as to how we got here right now.
After 2 years building up for you for this moment, but for me, it's Saturday.
Jeannine is a great competitor. She studies. I've seen her stumble. Tom Cruise is one of my strengths. So here we are, the win.
I really feel like I gave him a fight. I don't think he was expecting that.
You guys are out there, you're watching this live, you've seen what has been building to this. We go at it. That shows what a competitor she is. I'm not going to sit here and talk trash. I'll do that in about an hour online.
Hello, Jeannine.
Chuck, first time flying in 10 years?
Is the game audio a little loud for?
A little bit.
Is it?
Mike Kalinowski now in the tournament and hasn't played Andrew in singles in quite a while.
I was going to tell you guys, someone in the chat mentioned the city of Atlanta is still celebrating. The schools are out on Friday. They canceled school for Friday to celebrate.
Go Braves, baby!
Who is
Dang.
worse, Mike?
Like, that's big.
I don't care who we're facing.
They're having a
I don't
parade
care
on Friday.
What factions
Like,
they're coming from?
the
We are
city
taking
is
this
just
tournament.
in party mode.
They're equally as awful
I'm so
and
pumped. My
annoying.
best friend is a Braves
know
fan, and I have a video. His
Not
wife
those
sent us a
things.
video last night.
You know,
one
who's
of
one of the
myself and one of our other buddies, and he was
best
running through
players?
the house.
Jeannine the
screaming his
Machine.
head off.
Something
We have a
about
friend who
Jeannine
was
that
at-
makes so many
in the,
people in this community cry.
in the
And it would
stadium,
be
in the
so
Braves
cool
stadium
to
last
watch a
night, they
player
were
like
showing
her
it, like, on the
take
big
this
screens.
tournament by storm.
And
I
people
think
would
that
just
she has
rush
that fire
the
under her
field.
right now to
It was
really get
nuts.
that win, especially coming from a really tough loss against Marisol.
Well, guys, here we go again. Mike,
I also missed the
versus
Knights
the
of
machine.
10.
3.
Maybe that's a thing one day. Maybe next year with the way Schmoedown is next year.
Yet again, another match between the Machine and the Killer.
I swear to God, I just can't escape this dude and his white bread blandness.
It was so nice to
I
not have
love
to deal with that. No trash talk, no white bread jabs. I've beaten her once before. I can beat her again. She had a nice little run in the middle of the season here. I've already forgotten about her because she kept losing. If she's going to come and lose again, might as well beat a me to make it a second time. But if she wins, you know, it'll be a little gold star for her.
I mean, am I supposed to be afraid of somebody who sucks on a Tootsie Pop?
Sorry if the shine off this belt is getting to you.
Is that a Tootsie Pop or a Blow Pop?
A nice shiny belt on your shoulder, like I'm so used to having.
Isn't it just a
telling you
lollipop?
about his team's championship.
I think it's a Tootsie
And he
Pop.
won.
Is there
With the
chocolate
help
in the
of really
middle
good
or
teammates.
gum
Oh,
He's gonna
that's
give him
fair.
championship,
Okay.
which is kind of irrelevant here. He's gonna be talking about how he beat me twice by getting lucky with Bond both times. But he's probably not gonna be talking about Mikey 3 belts since that didn't happen.
All you people out there that thought I was nothing without chance. Did you see what I just did there? Didn't miss a single question in round 3. Went perfect except for the bonus in round 1. Didn't take Bond, didn't take Trek, didn't spin again to get my strengths. I went with something that was just a massive decade of movies. That was, you know what? That was for the fans out there that don't think I can play on my own without chance. So you can go all of you guys that don't think I've got it.
forgot
That's
that
what I
happened.
did there. You know what? I said about dipping my foot in singles. I think I like it here. I think the water's nice and warm right here. I think I might continue sitting in this pool for a very long time.
You know, he's done some amazing things. Those do deserve respect. But none of that's really gonna help him here today. Because you know the difference between white bread and a machine? Over time, white bread gets stale.
She never gives up. She never stops fighting, never storms off, never backs down, never has a 30-second period where she's like, I don't want this. Like, she just never, ever quits. Jeannine is everything. So get on board or be on the losing team.
Third time's a charm.
You know, there's also another saying: 3 strikes and you're out. I beat you once. I beat you twice. I beat you 3 times. You're out of it.
Is that a sports joke?
Yeah, it's just a
That's
baseball.
a baseball joke. Come on, Molly, you should be on this by now.
I was kidding. I knew that. Yeah, the Braves won. I know all about the Braves and baseballs. I was up last night
This is
cheering
the hype
them
you
on.
want. This is what it feels
Right.
like to be in
When I went
March.
to
By the
bed.
way,
For
that's
everybody watching, just in
basketball.
case,
Right here,
because
right
I am
now,
on
it's a
Wi-Fi
Sweet 16
tonight,
matchup
being
for
that I'm
the
hosting,
ages
I
in
apologize
the
if it does
ultimate
get a little blurry
Schmoedown
at some
tournament.
points.
Andrew Guy, you about ready to get going?
Hopefully the audio sticks.
I'm pretty
through,
sure I'm ready. You ready,
but
Ellis?
We'll
I mean, I was
continue
ready
on
at
and
5
see
a.m.
what-
Didn't see you at the park.
I should have had Brian
Ladies and
share it,
gentlemen,
but
it's time.
Do you want me to? I can do it really quick.
Movie
That's
trivia.
okay. We should be good now.
Schmoedown.
I don't see the Wi-Fi bar on my top left corner. So we should be okay for now.
Introducing first.
Hi, Jill.
The Stars. With a record of 6
Jill, we were
wins,
debating on whether or not
7
you would stay with
defeats,
Corruption
and
Shillness
3
or pick Jeannine in this one. You want to
Our
let the fans
23rd
know on
ranked
who you might go with in this match?
Jeannine, the
If you're still here.
Machine.
Mind you, Mike's on your team.
Stop it! Don't
There's
sway her.
Jeannine the
Let her
Machine,
pick.
ready to go. All smiles.
It's so weird that they don't talk to them. It's such a weird transition now.
And her opponent, representing corruption, with a record of 8 wins, 7 defeats, and 4 knockouts. Our 14th ranked competitor and the current Inner Geekdom Movie Trivia Champion of the World, Mike the Killer Kalinowski.
And there's the belt featured very prominently on his shoulder. This is gonna be a fun one.
I wonder if they're planning on updating the belts anytime soon.
Top of the morning to you all.
They do every couple years, I think.
The Star Wars belt looks so good.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah,
I hope they never change it.
Step it up.
Once we get to the rules of
I don't mind the Inner
number
Geekdom
one. Yes, there are rules in this game, and in round number 1, it works as thus.
You like or don't? Or
I like the Inner Geekdom.
Oh, you do like
it. 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing. At least there isn't.
The only one I
we'll
think.
Ask the question. You have 15
and I don't
seconds
remember
to get the
exactly what
correct
they look
answer
like, but if I'm not mistaken,
written
the singles
down. If you're
belt
not sure of the answer,
has
you can ask
blue
us
in
for
it,
a repeat. That will cost
and
you
the
one
singles
of your
division
3
is red,
JTE rules that you have
which is a little
throughout
weird.
the duration of the match. And you also have
But
one
that's
challenge
again,
you may
that's just
utilize
like
at any point throughout the 3-round contest. We'll bring in managers, we'll
nth degree,
deliberate,
so.
and it will be your manager that confirms and ratifies if said challenge is taking place.
So Jill said she's
Those
picking
are the
Jeannine.
rules
Okay.
as I have read them.
not-
Let's go to Jeannine, the
Jeannine
machine.
over
First,
fantasy
are you
points,
ready
No, she said
for
she's picking
cinematic
Mike. Her
combat?
heart says Jeannine.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, but she said her heart says Jeannine.
Mike,
You always follow
the
your
Killer
heart.
Kalinowski,
And there's my
ready for
Wi-Fi again.
movie
Sorry, guys.
mayhem.
It is a glorious day to cause some mayhem. Let's do this.
Andrew, at your ready.
And let's get ready.
Is the audio still there at least?
Schmoedown.
Yeah.
8 questions in round 1, 1 point apiece. Starting with the category of new releases. Who directed Jason Statham and Scott Eastwood in Wrath of Man? Scott Eastwood is
haven't
is a
even ever
handsome
heard
man,
of this
fellas.
movie,
I just
and
wanna
it's
throw that
new
out in the
releases.
Seen
It
him
came out this
float
year.
at a wedding. Yeah, very handsome.
Really?
4,
I don't even have a guess.
Fence down. Let's go to the
Guy
Killer.
Ritchie.
Oh my god, that was who was in my head.
Guy Ritchie, I believe.
Oh.
Kalinowski calls it delightful. The Machine.
Guy Ritchie.
She has Guy Ritchie.
I was like,
as well,
I would have
so it is
known if
1-1,
Guy
both
Ritchie made a
competitors
movie
on the
that
board as we
Oh my
veer
God.
towards the world of animated movies.
know why I
We're
do
going
that.
to Toontown. These
Just
are
write
movies
it,
drawn
just
by
write
hand
it.
or on a computer. And your question for a point: which 2000s Disney film has the tagline, "This time the sky is really falling"?
I'm with
When was the last time
PJ
you-
Campbell on this one. Mike and I have different definitions of delightful, even though I did enjoy that movie. Sorry to cut
It
you
would
off.
be weird to see that movie poster with
Patrick.
delightful.
A fun
think this
holiday
is right.
family treat.
Maybe.
1, bring the kids.
Chicken
Fence
Little?
down the Machine.
That's what I put.
That's what I said.
Chicken Little.
Hey.
Chicken Little is correct. Did Mike have it?
Look at that. Chicken Little.
They
That cute
both
little
enjoyed
chick who
that
was running
film.
around telling people the sky was falling.
All tied up at 2 here. as we
I
get
almost
to
said
question
Cloudy
number
with a
3.
chance of
Category
meatballs, but
is
that's not.
Directors.
It popped into my head for a second.
2010's
I initially
films
wrote
The
Chicken
Walk
Run,
and Welcome
but
to
thankfully
Marwen.
that wasn't.
Oh, Jake, you loved that Welcome to Marwen.
No, I did not.
Been on a couple film sets this year. First of all, congratulations. Also, would you want to direct a movie? It seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, it's so many people asking you so many questions.
Let's just put it this way. Luckily, I had a free
Answers that
press
I don't
screening to
have.
Welcome to Marwen. That's how
Hands
much I
down, you
love
got to
that
deal
movie.
with divas like yourself. The Killer. Do you have the answer for a point?
Robert Zemeckis.
I'm taking a shot in the dark here. Is it Robert Zemeckis?
Your shot in the dark illuminates the world with
Ah,
correct.
how do you do
correct.
and how do you like that morning?
That's Jeannine.
Robert Zemeckis.
With a lot less fanfare, Jeannine got the correct.
Come on, Jeannine, give me some fanfare.
Your next
Years
category.
ago it was trash talk, Ellis. Now I just feel like we've become this weird family.
No, it's like we're all just a dysfunctional unit here. Your next category is movie quotes. And the question for a point: what Oscar-winning blockbuster has the line, "I figure life's a gift and I don't intend on wasting it. You don't know what hand you're gonna get dealt."
That sounds so familiar.
Words to live by.
Speaking of Robert Zemeckis,
Seen your quote stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, I
feel
think
like
I
if you wrote
know.
this in your senior album.
this
it'd
is
be
what
pretty cool.
popped in my head, but I don't I don't know.
This is what popped into my head too. I have no
See you
idea.
at the pool.
I
This
put
summer.
Forrest Gump?
Pens down.
Oh,
Jeannine.
I put Titanic.
Yes, Forrest Gump.
That's the Zemeckis film.
Ah.
Incorrect. How about Kalinowski for the lead?
And I wrote down the title of I Have No Effing Clue.
Wow. You're both incorrect. Shockingly, I have no effing clue.
Son
It was
of
not
a-
Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Titanic.
Oh, Molly.
It was Titanic. Yeah.
Wow.
Titanic.
Oh, come on now.
I've actually
So,
seen that movie
No
quite.
perfect round here. Going
a
into
few
question
times.
number 5.
I went and rewatched
Number
it in
5
theaters when
category
they
is
released it
famous
in
actors
3D.
and actresses.
I was
Which
one of those people.
Oscar-winning actress appeared in the '90s films Oscar, The Paper, and Chaplin? Were you a Charlie Chaplin?
There's a
fan?
movie called Oscar.
I mean, I
90s
probably
films.
saw
Who
Gold
was
Rush
around
might have been the
in
first one I
90s?
saw, and it just changed my entire life.
Really?
3, 2, 1.
Susan
Pens down.
Sarandon.
Let's go.
I-
Sally
Count
Field.
Kalinowski first.
Sandra Bullock.
I'm taking a guess, and I shot in the dark yet again. Marissa Tomei?
I'm glad I didn't write down Robert Zemeckis that time. That is correct for a point.
Yahtzee!
How about the machine?
Marissa Tomei.
She had it as well.
Oh, we're going tit for tat here, aren't we?
I knew this
I'm
was
sorry,
gonna be
PJ.
fun.
I've never seen it.
4-4 here as we veer into the next category
Titanic,
of
I don't
comedies.
know that. Ha 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 ha! Mark.
Thank you. See, that's the fanfare I like. For a point,
Freaking
Weird
Mike.
Al Yankovic makes a cameo twice as himself and once as a police station thug over the course of what spoof comedy franchise?
Spoof comedy.
And yeah, Charlie Chaplin just, I mean, you know, I go on stage, I tell a couple of yucks, but Charlie Chaplin just another level of humor.
Godfather.
The only one I can think of is Scary Movie, and that doesn't
No
make
one
any
ever did
sense.
Magic like Houdini.
I got nothing.
What?
Charlie
No one ever
Chaplin.
did
What's Scary
it.
Movie?
Shoot, I don't know.
Pens down. Let's go to Jeannine.
I took a guess. Naked Gun.
Oh.
Naked Gun is correct. How about Mike?
Oh, you got First Blood. I put Scary Movie.
Well,
Yeah, I knew he wasn't in the
Correct,
scary
and so
movie
as-
movies.
Flabbity jab.
Hey, Mike,
hell?
what language here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, calm it down there, Father Christmas. All right, here we go. Going on to question number 7, and as Mike just said, for Ellis and myself, Jeannine has drawn First Blood.
Taking our
Category
job.
here. Yeah, horror / thriller. Which actor stars in the thrillers Switchback, Frequency, and Vantage Point?
Jeez.
I just watched Switchback like 6 months
Vantage
ago.
Point and Phone Booth. You got yourself a really exciting 4 hours of film.
Just gonna say there's
I don't know how to spell his name.
all-star movie.
Oh, well, then that goes.
Questions
If you
out here.
can't.
3, 2,
I put Nick Cage.
1.
Dennis
It's
Quaid.
Dennis
Pens
Quaid.
down. And let's go to Mike first.
I can't swear, can I? Because this character played a great character. But it's
Unfortunately,
Dennis Quaid.
That is
And we got
correct.
Dopey in the corner over there.
For a point. Thanks for curbing the language. Did Machine have the correct answer?
I did write Dennis Quaid. It's a little sloppy, but
Let me
What
see-
is that
hold
on the
up.
end there?
Hold that up a little.
Oh. Dennis Quinoa?
Unfortunately,
Oh.
I think that's
I don't think so.
I can't quite award
Oh,
that. Literally
swing and
that
a
close
miss.
in the Schmoedown.
What is
One
wrong?
letter off.
Did
and
Mike
now
like
we're
get
back
high or
to
something?
a tie ball game here.
He's
Andrew. It is
reminds me of like those
5-5.
people that
Both
take
competitors playing
pre-workout.
well and enjoying the competition.
Yeah, he's like all
In
He
round
must
juiced
be
up
one of
right
those
now.
Final
people.
question.
He's probably had a scoop
Category
of caffeine before this.
Fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi is the category, and here is the question. What classic 1960 sci-fi film starring Rod Taylor had a 2002 remake starring Guy Pearce?
Guy Pearce?
I watched this movie for some reason this last week, and that's all I'll say about it. I don't need to say anything more, but just don't do what I did.
I think the smile says it all. 5, 4,
I have no idea.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we do go to the machine first. Did you have it?
I just said the Count of Monte Cristo.
Not correct. Does Mike have it for the lead?
We're either going to be tied or I'm going to be up 1. The suspense is killing me because it's the time machine.
It is the time machine for a point, and that is a lead for Mike the Killer.
Have either of you heard of that
Kalinowski as
movie?
We emerge
No.
From round one,
Unless
it is
it's
6
the
to
hot
5
tub time.
and
So it's
a
actually a
matchup
very
thus
interesting
far,
movie.
So we go to round
I watched it
number
when I was a
2,
kid.
which is the wheel round.
He's an
The wheel of fate,
inventor
doom, and
who
justice. Each
goes
competitor
like
gets a
throughout
spin
time
at that Thar wheel.
and
Once
ends
you
up
settle on a
like
category,
way
4 questions will
either
emerge in
in
that particular
super
round.
past or
Each question
super
for
far
2
in the
points.
future.
No penalty for missing a question.
And then ends
However,
up like staying
stealing
there.
is available
Like,
in round number
pretty
2,
cool.
as is tomfoolery and
I'll
thievery.
pass.
So if you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us multiple choice. We'll give
See,
you 4
Brian,
options, one of
you
which
said
is
I'll
the correct
pass
answer.
so
At
many
that point,
times in your life
the
to
value of the
movies, and now you're
question
playing
proceeds
catch up.
to 1. It is a 1-point lead for corruption
Wow.
over the Stars.
By the way, I
So,
only have
Mike,
4.
you have the option. Do you want
I
to
only
spin
have
that wheel
1.
first and field your questions, or defer
I have
to
3
your
points.
mechanized opponent?
Now, I'm not really going to be spinning the wheel, correct?
Josh
We
just
don't
texted
have
me. He
that kind
goes,
of money to
I
send you
know I
one.
don't.
I just
You know
watched
what?
Pugfix. Thank God Dark Knight won the movie bracket.
I like
Friendship
to
would have
believe
been
that-
canceled.
Reading should come first, and
You know, almost every
that's
single
just my
person
theory on life,
disagreed with
but
the Dark
I'm gonna
Knight
be
winning the
selfish.
bracket.
I
I'm
kind
gonna go
of
first.
don't dis.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, what we got on there?
All business.
What'd you say, Brian? You cut out.
I said I kind of
Round.
agree with you on that.
Round
I don't
one
think the Dark Knight
goes.
should have won personally, but that's
I
just
don't
my
really
Wheel
know
has
if I
been
would have picked
finicky,
that one
especially in the
either.
virtual world.
Oh!
Is it gonna
It's
be?
there.
Oh
There it is.
boy!
Oh.
There it is.
And so
Was Shannon wearing a red
and
suit
we're gonna
jacket?
welcome back
'Cause if it
Jeannine
is,
of
I
the
like
Stars
it.
and her manager, Roxy Stryer. Hello, Roxy and Jeannine. Earlier,
Oh.
we
See,
might
PJ disagrees for
have
one
suspected
specific
to
reason,
see you
David
two in
Bowie.
round 2, but
And
here
you
we are,
made it
60
very
seconds
clear
to
on every
decide
post made,
which
PJ.
slice
I'm
you
pretty
want
sure I
to
saw
give
David
your
Bowie's
beloved
name and
opponent.
face quite a few
Jeannine,
times.
You
you're
put
doing
like 9
awesome.
different gifts.
I just
of
want to let
David
you know
Bowie.
that I'm so proud of you right now, and I
What does
saw
she
every
give
letter
him?
in Quaid.
Star
I
Trek?
think
No,
that
he's
he's
an interview.
perfect.
No, Star Trek's a
But
strength.
too early to risk losing a challenge on that.
Maybe a
one.
decade
So,
again.
in terms of this
Halle
right now,
Berry?
I know that we
Classics
have
is
a
on
couple
there.
things we're
Dance
playing
is on
Oh,
there.
classics.
we
Probably
have
classics,
something in our
yeah.
first position.
But that
I
would be
wanna
getting
check
rid
in
of
with you and
hers,
make
but
sure you
then
feel the
again,
same
at the
way.
same time.
Yeah, I think I'm still feeling good about that. So,
Okay,
Dramas
great.
is pretty
And
wide.
This is a good steal category for you too, Jeannine. So make sure
It's
you're
a
keeping
Dance,
your ears
dance.
open, and you've
She's
got
Yeah.
good at
Dance
dance
You really
movies.
do.
I think we're going to go with classics.
Yep.
There we go.
Classics is the spin of sorts. Well, it's the wedge that they're going to saddle Kalinowski with. Here we go.
So I took my headphones off and I didn't want to listen. So let me guess. I'm either going dance, Halle Berry, or classics. Which one are they gonna go with for me?
Well, do you want to guess, Mike? Go ahead.
Let's see. I'm betting that she put dance on the wheel. I think classics maybe, but Halle Berry.
Need a
I'm
final
gonna say
answer?
she gave me classics.
I wish I could give you points for it, but I can't. Although you are correct. Classics is the category that the machine has
course.
hit you with.
I love
So
Sassy
that
Mike.
is going to be.
This is the sassiest
what we
we've
start
ever
with
seen
Andrew
him.
Guys
I
asking
love
you
it.
4 questions here in round number
This
2.
is
2
fun
points
sassy.
Unless you need the aid of multiple choice.
Like
We do ask
Chandru
both
is
competitors keep their hands where we
sass.
can see them because steal opportunities could arise at any moment.
All right, Killer, your 4 questions coming from the category of classics.
Okay.
Starting with this. What classic animated Disney film features such characters as Patch,
101
Rolly,
Dalmatians.
Lucky,
Oh,
and
that's
Rover?
a great call. That's a really good call.
Dogs, 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 puppies, puppies, puppies.
I was thinking of the one with the
Let's go
mice.
multiple, please.
Your options are A, Melody Time,
The-
B,
the
Lady and the
Rescuers?
Tramp, C,
Yeah, I've
101
never seen it,
Dalmatians.
so-
It's definitely
or D,
Dalmatians.
The Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Oh, my gut told me to go with that. I should have gone with that because it's there. I'm gonna say Lady and the Tramp.
Oh,
Oh, look at her smile.
What?
Incorrect.
she's so pumped right now.
For
Here we
the
go.
1 point.
Yeah.
Janine, your options
Yeah,
are
PJ.
directly
Jill's
in the
not here
question.
to steal all
What
the
classic animated
Disney
film
questions,
features
so
such
maybe I can
characters
get
as
some.
Patch, Rolly, Lucky, and Rover. Is it A, Melody Time, B, Lady and the Tramp, C, 101 Dalmatians, or D, The Jungle Book?
That would be 101 Dalmatians.
And we got a tie ball game here, Mark Ellis. Tied up at 6. Janine's opponent's choice already
This is the
paying off
mic
here
that-
for the second
Now,
match
now
in
this
a
fast
row.
for Mike goes away now.
Killer
Now it
Kalinowski, your
shuts
second
down.
question coming from the
Uh-huh.
category of classics. What film has the line "Merry Christmas, Movie House"? Merry Christmas, Emporium.
It's a Wonderful
Merry
Life.
Christmas, you wonderful old
I mean,
building
it makes
and loan.
sense.
I think that's the name. Wait.
Yeah. It's either that or Miracle on.
34th Street.
Yeah. but I don't think it's that one.
That is incorrect.
Oh
no!
What? Oh, that's it. Yeah. All right. Whatever. Give it to her.
Oh, Mike.
To your opponent for the 2-point steal.
He's
What
being
film
sloppy.
has the line "Merry Christmas Movie House," "Merry Christmas Emporium," "Merry Christmas You Wonderful Old Building and Loan"?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah. God.
Damn.
Oh, God.
And Kalinowski doing my job for me once again. That is correct. You can tell by the response out
You're
of
welcome,
him as he
DJ.
is halfway.
Thank you so much for
through
putting our friendship on the line.
Number
because of
2.
that.
Jeannine is up 8-6. You have 2 more questions remaining in the category.
I mean, I've
of
never seen the
classics.
movie, so.
Your penultimate here, Killer. In The Wizard of Oz, which character asks
Tin
the
Man.
wizard?
You
Jesus Criminy.
That's an easy one.
And getting back on track is the Killer. Tie ball game here at 8 points.
34.
That's right. Tin Man wanting some foil and a heart alongside it. And so now Mike Kalinowski has 1 question
I've seen that
left
movie
in round
a lot,
number
too.
2.
I
If
used
he
to watch
hits
that
this,
all the time when I was
then
little.
He's going to break this tie, but it is currently tied 8 points apiece.
Here we go. Your final question. Who stars as Mark Thackeray, an engineer who takes a teaching job in an inner-city London school
Sean
in the
Connery.
1967 film To Serve with Love?
I
Oh,
have
that
no
classic.
idea.
Yes. To Sir with Love.
It's a classic. It's a great movie.
Yeah, go multiple choice.
And moving down to multiple choice here. Is it A, Harry Belafonte?
Oh, no, Sidney Poitier.
Sidney
That's what I was gonna say.
Melvin Van
I'll say Harry
Peebles,
Belafonte.
or D, Sammy Davis Jr.
I think it is B.
Can I hear the options one more time, please?
You can. Is it A, Harry Belafonte, B, Sidney Poitier, C, Melvin Van Peebles, or D, Peebles, thank you, or D, Sammy
Peebles?
Davis Jr.?
Pebbles?
C? I don't know.
Oh, he's in his
Melvin
head.
Van Peebles is incorrect.
All right.
He's in his head.
Jeannine
Oh,
for another
yeah.
steal here.
This is not
Who
good.
stars as
Being
Mark
sloppy.
Thackeray, an engineer
Yeah.
who takes a teaching job in an inner-city London school in the 1967 film To Sir with Love? Is it A, Harry Belafonte, B, Sidney Poitier, C, Melvin
Oh,
Van
mama,
Peebles,
if
or
she
D,
comes out
Sammy
on top
Davis
of him
Jr.?
for this.
The amazingly talented Sidney Poitier.
Oh,
Wow.
Sidney Poitier is correct for another steal here in round number 2. And Ellis, what a crazy round it has been. Mike Kalinowski is done with his round, but it is Jeannine the Machine who was up by 1 going into her
Oh,
spin.
boy.
It is 9-8. It's not often you see steals outweighing points
Uh,
earned
I
by
have
the person
6.
fielding the questions. But if anyone is making their ways towards the exit, I just caution you to
7.
say, hey, that choice has been hit fairly
Queen.
often on this virtual wheel.
Get
So
him.
we're not sure what is in store for Jeannine's spin.
What you
but
drinking
I'd
there,
stick
sir?
around if I was you. 9-8, Jeannine the Machine with the lead. So now she gets to have a proper meeting with her manager.
Called Give and Go.
All right, there is the
Okay.
wheel.
One
and
of my
Jeannine
favorite
gives it a
breweries here in
spin, and
San
Andrew, I
Francisco.
think
Incredible.
Roxy Starr with one of her better quotes of all time there. And
Too bad no one will ever know.
they might, Roxy. We
Okay.
do record these.
Oh, who knew?
Almost lost my coffee.
Roxy's giving me
The
90s.
1990s,
Like,
is
late
the
80s,
category
early
the machine
90s.
has
The high
won, and so
turtleneck.
machine
Yeah, the
Yeah,
turtleneck,
the
the
talk
hoops,
that over with
And
your
the big
The-
hair. And I'm
the
loving
half-
it.
Not
yeah, the
to
half up, half down
steal a
here.
line from Shannon, but broad. It's very broad category here.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I'm
See,
feeling okay about
no
it.
one ever
and
goes
considering
with
somebody
this.
else's very predictable IG categories on the wheel.
Except Rocco that
you know
one
what?
time.
I might just stick with it.
I
Yeah,
think
there's a
it's
lot of
Mike's-
IG on
It's a
there.
time in
Mike has a
nostalgia.
lot of
It's a
favorable
good
categories
Yeah,
moment.
on
Sean
that
Connery,
wheel.
Go with the
Abe,
90s, multiple
Star
choice
Trek.
If you need to, because
Yeah.
remember we got a little bit of a lead.
And I
there,
feel like
so
John Hughes is
stay,
probably hers.
true to
Dance is
yourself,
probably
don't get
hers.
He
cocky.
probably
I know you won't
has a little
answer
bit
every question that you
into
know. If you
Ridley
need
Scott,
multiple
I
choice,
feel
go with
like.
it.
Yeah, and she probably
Yeah.
has
And
some Halle
so
Berry
Jeannine
too.
and
So it
Kalinowski
is
back
pretty
on
split.
center stage, and it is now
Okay,
Jeannine's turn to
90s.
field her round 2
All right.
question. Steal still available.
She's on
so
top.
Keep those
Gotta
hands
make a
where we can
comeback
see 'em.
here.
It is the 1990s as the category,
Fresh
the
as
decade
all.
that featured greats like Cal Ripken, Michael Jordan, and Nirvana.
I'm so glad
and there
I
are
got
also
to
some
get
movies
Smash
made
Spoiled.
there.
It's so
Now
good.
Jeannine has 4 questions about them. Jeannine, your first question of 4 for 2 points, unless you need the help of multiple choice. What is the name of the fake movie being shown in
Stab.
the opening scene of Scream
Oh,
2?
stab!
He
Thank
literally
you.
just wrote this question.
Thank you, POV bar
Stab
trivia.
is correct for 2 points, and so that 1
literally
point lead
just wrote
Jeannine
that
had
question.
is now a 3-point lead, and we go to
That's amazing, PJ. You're the
question
best.
number
You're
2
just
in the
you
category
did that
of
for me, PJ.
1990s.
Thank you.
He took it from ours.
In the family film Hocus Pocus, the 3 main actresses who play the witches
Oh,
are
I
Sarah
know.
Oh,
Jessica
Kathy,
Parker, Bette Midler, and who else?
How do you say her last
Kathy
name?
and Jimmy.
Jimmy. Yes.
You can have
That
those.
is
That's
correct.
What?
for 2
What?
more
If I said that,
points.
you guys would have shot me down.
Now,
no.
we
You.
go
She was
to
close enough.
That's like Jeannine's.
3.
That's like Jeannine's
Penultimate
writing in the first
question.
round.
No,
Come on now.
That was good. She said it like 3
It is.
different ways.
Damn it.
Who directed 1998's Fear and
Terry
Loathing
Gilliam.
in Las Vegas?
What the?
I think I know, but just to be safe, I will check to multiple choice.
All right, your
Please,
4
please
options.
don't
I
be
thought
on there. Please
everybody
don't be
did.
on there. Please don't
Is
be
it
on there.
A, the
Damn
Coen
it!
Brothers, B, Oliver Stone, C, Michael Mann, or D, Terry Gilliam?
I believe it's D, Terry Gilliam.
And also, all of you in the
Monty
chat,
Python
you would say she
Legend
gets the
is
points no
correct
matter what.
for
You all
another
suck.
point. And so currently it is 14-8, and
You're all
Jeannine still
against
has
me.
1 question left in
She's
round
back.
number 2.
It makes sense. I'm on my
Category
second
is
drink.
The 1990s.
That's my sweet spot.
Yep.
Alex,
And
what
your
the
final
hell?
question. In 1995's Jumanji,
Shoe Factory!
what type of factory did Alan's family
Let's
run
go.
in the film?
A shoe factory.
Jesus Christ.
Mike.
Oh, Mike is not happy.
That is correct for
Wow.
2 more points, and all of a sudden,
Molly,
that
what are you
1
at?
point lead, Andrew, has ballooned to
11.
a 16-8 advantage for Machine as we head into round number 3. What a round 2 Jeannine had for both.
I don't know if I should be quiet or be a blocker like Jill is.
Lady Luck on her side, but navigating through the 1990s, an incredibly difficult, broad category. She's seen a lot of movies in that
Then
decade.
again, if I do take
Very impressive
any, it's
stuff here.
taking
Ellis, what are the
chances
rules
away
for
from
round
Jake.
number 3?
The rules of round number 3, the round that will determine
Yes,
the
Chuck,
match,
Jumanji
are as
100%
follows. Each
holds up.
competitor
The movie's
has
amazing.
10 total points available to them. The way
I
you
still
arrive at
never
those
saw the
points is by
newest
3
one.
questions worth 2.
The-
and then
you
3
never saw the
electronic
new
points.
one?
The way we arrive at the questions, some help from our
Whatever.
competitors. You each
The
are going
one
to give us
with
3
Danny
numbers.
DeVito
These numbers
and-
may range from 1 to 20.
Not Danny
You may not pick
DeVito.
the same
No, the
number
one-
as
you're
your
talking about the one
opponent,
with,
as each integer corresponds to a
Awkwafina,
unique
right?
category of Schmoedown
I don't know.
mystery.
She's in the more recent one with Nick Jonas and
Still
Awkwafina.
apply. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is
Isn't
no stealing
Danny DeVito
in
in
round
this?
number
In it?
3. So,
Or who's-
Jeannine,
Oh, yeah,
you
he plays one of the
enjoyed
grandfathers. Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
16
Wait, I
to
think-
8
I
advantage,
think
but
he
the
does.
match
Yeah,
is
you're
over
right.
yet, so we need
You're right.
3 lucky numbers from you. What numbers?
Yeah, I haven't
1
seen
to
it.
20 feel
I'm
free.
waiting
I don't really
for-
care. I don't really care for
Three,
Jumanji
6,
movies.
and 9.
It doesn't feel like the old one.
3, 6, and 9. And
I
Mike,
can't
any
wait
numbers from 1 to
for
20 that are not
Jungle
3,
Cruise,
6,
which
and
comes
9.
out on
2,
the
12,
12th.
14.
It's so much fun.
I'm
All right,
excited
Andrew,
for that
so
to come
both
out to
managers,
Insight. I did not see that one in
tutorial ways
theaters.
of wisdom
It's
on
so
the
much
display
fun.
there. And now the questioning begins. Starting.
All right,
with
I gotta
the
make a
killer,
comeback.
Mike Kalinowski.
Christopher, I don't know
Finally
if I'm going to
home.
play
We've
spoiler.
seen
I,
stranger things happen in
if
round
Jake's
3. He's going to have to get off to a good
behind,
start.
then
With
yes.
his 2-point question. He selected.
But if he gets ahead of
category
Molly,
number 2, and Tim
we'll see.
Couch's number corresponds to what?
Man,
category?
I did not expect this.
Disney. Killer
Point
for your
difference.
2-point
Perfect.
question.
Disney.
We go to the
Oh,
wonderful
boy.
world of Disney. For 2 points, James Woods provides the voice
Hades!
of the main
Yeah.
villain of the 1997 animated Disney film.
He's Hades in Hercules.
Iconic.
That is
My
correct.
favorite
for 2
Disney
points.
villain
And Killer,
ever.
we're going to stick with you for just
Iconic.
a little bit here. So we go on to your next number. You chose number 12, which is going to go to the category of
Jill.
musicals.
Of course.
Brian Ward, one of
Classic
these days I'm going to
music.
fly to St.
Favorite
Louis and just give you one of
randomly
these.
generated
Roll it.
category. And again, Andrew, this could be the match right here. If Mike misses, Jeannine gets the win. But if he hits it, he remains
didn't
alive
think
in the
about
match
that.
and will face his 5-point.
3 points. And to stay in the match, in the category of musicals, who plays Ulla, a Swedish woman that Max hires as a secretary
No
in
idea.
2005's The Producers?
I've never seen The Producers.
I don't think I have
Ooh,
either.
Who looks
I
like
know I've seen scenes from the movie, but
Julia Roberts.
When I hear Ula, I think Uba.
Uba.
Renee Zellweger.
Oh!
Jeannine!
Oh, snap.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Thurman.
Oh my goodness.
Uma Thurman. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Damn it, and Jake won off of that stupid last question.
Oh, Disney.
I almost feel bad for him.
Jill, you would have not gotten it, by the way.
Look
if
at
you were
the
here.
look at
And
the
she
relief,
did
look
get the
at
3-pointer.
the desperation gone, and you see all those emotions come out after.
They needed that.
Machine during the match. We'll
I'm telling you.
See? See? You never know. She didn't miss Little Mermaid. That's
Oh
right.
my
Hey, Jill is here tonight.
Oh, what the?
Dancing
This woman.
from quite a number
No wonder she's
of
in the
Schmoedown
comments.
fans right now. Jeannine,
She wants to
what
see
a
herself.
win
I'm
today.
kidding.
How are you feeling?
I also love her music.
She's so
I
happy.
am feeling
Legendary.
amazing. This is like not just a win for the stars, but kind of a personal win. Mike had beaten me twice in the past. We've had this rivalry for years, so it felt really good to make this happen. So,
Oh, I'm so happy for her.
Because we all know
Yay.
about the
Yay,
infamous
Jeannine,
Jeannine,
yay.
Kalinowski
TKO,
rivalry that you
total
two have. Did that just
Kalinowski
make this
obliteration.
win just
Oh,
so
nice.
much sweeter?
Make that a t-shirt.
most definitely. I knew I was gonna have fun with this match either way, but this is just a cherry on top. So, of some vanilla ice cream. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know, exactly. Roxy, you are always so passionate about
Yeah,
Jeannine. You're
yeah.
always right there with her. I just need to know
Ooh,
what
spill
you're
that
thinking. Do you have
tea,
anything
girl.
to say to
Jill,
me
Jill,
right
we
now?
definitely know what you're talking about.
Well,
We were
it's
totally
just
there.
like,
Yeah.
I feel like this is a promise that I made her a year ago or 10 months ago coming into this season, that this would be her year. And then the season
Swear to
just
God.
kicked the living
Roxy-
balls
She
out of us
has
and
to
was
keep
like,
Jeannine.
I was gonna say
"No,
Roxy would
stars,
be
we're gonna push you down,
crazy
down.
to
There's
not
not gonna
keep
be one
Jeannine."
match that you don't have to fight tooth and nail for. And of everybody,
I mean, let's be
Jeannine-
honest. She's the only
I just feel
competitor
so
who was like
connected to Jeannine, and
her
so
and Jacoby were
really
the only
much
ones
so
who were
like
really
this has been
doing
her
damage.
time.
Yeah,
And
they're the
as a
ones on the
manager, I
stars
feel
who
like
had
all
a
year, I
good
just haven't
year.
been able to
Yeah.
pull it
I will
out.
say this.
And
Nick
so
Harley's
for this
very
win
good
today,
too.
Yes,
to not
and
just
if
be
you keep
like
Jacoby, it's almost good to
nail
keep
biter of a win, but this
Nick
is the
as a
first
team
match
as
that
well.
we
So
have
there's your
walked
team.
through all season.
Jeannine, your singles player.
Call it opponent's choice, call it smart strategy, call it whatever it is. It doesn't matter. This is a win, and not just a win, a massive win. And like Jeannine said, she's been eyeing Mike for a while now. So I'm just so impressed with her ability to play this game, to keep playing this game, no matter what happens, and to win.
Please. I don't know if that'll make the bloopers, but I hope that it does.
Players that a lot of people have put
Oh
on
my
their
gosh.
Schmoedown. We get Mike Kalinowski. Now, next in this tournament, you are facing the GOAT, Dan Murrell. Are you? Is this going to keep seeing these wins coming? Or are you going to change your
Oh my
strategy
God.
facing Dan? I want to know your thoughts.
I wish that made the
well,
match.
that's the plan. I definitely am going to put.
I
a lot
would
of
have
work
paid money to
into
see
being
Mark's
down,
face
studying
when she
him.
said that.
I know I have a long road ahead of me, and I'm also going to be kind of fangirling a little bit too. I mean, I felt in love with Schmoedown because of
Oh,
watching
thank
Dan
God.
Murrell.
Courtney
He
took
brought
notes.
me to
Thank
the
God.
show. So,
Okay,
Thank God.
it's
Oh
going to be
my
a lot
God.
to take in, but
Yeah,
I
that
love
should be
Schmoedown
that should
when I
100%
do the
be a
work,
t-shirt.
and Roxy has my back 100%.
You can put that one
Stars
on
have
your
my back.
page.
I have to thank
Just
them
don't make
so
it
much for
graphic.
everything
Just
they've
don't make it
done.
graphic. Just
So
write the
I'm ready.
words.
I'm ready to take on this
Oh
next
my
step.
God,
and
ladies and
good to
gentlemen,
go.
if you
Let's
want to
do
see
it.
what we're laughing about, look at the
I know,
comments
I
during
definitely
the
believe in
match.
you, and I know
We're
that
not
there's a lot of
posting it
people in this
though.
community who do the
Oh my
Roxy and the
God.
stars as well.
Oh my God, that
So
was too
much
good. I'm
big
crying.
congratulations to you
Oh,
today.
goodness.
So
I
should
proud.
just see his
Cannot
face,
wait
too.
to see what you do in this event. Let's get some
Oh,
more
Brian, you
points for the
froze.
stars.
Oh no.
Thank you. And I just
Oh,
have to
there
say
you
huge
go.
congratulations to Shannon.
You did for a
She
second,
realized
yes.
she just
I
can't pull
said
off blonde.
I
so
would have
think in
paid to
her
see
realizing
Mark
that,
and
she's the real winner today.
Mike's face. When
Kick
she
them
said
when they're
that.
down, Jeannine. Kick them when they're down. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, it's also great because her and Mike are such
Yeah,
good friends.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, oh,
there's
yeah.
They did
nothing
the
that we need
podcast
to
for
say
so
to
many years,
Shannon
DC
right
Movie
now.
News.
The-
So
this is
yeah,
gotta feel
that's
all
amazing.
around. I mean, to Mike and Shannon both. No
Chuck,
one
you're
wants to
right.
lose like that.
You're
one
right,
wants to
'cause we
lose
spilled
like
the tea.
that.
They have a belt. They're fine.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That's
good.
true.
My
You're
glass
fine.
is fogged
You're
up.
That's true. That's true. But getting some more points for the stars while also taking some away from one of the ones that are up on the top of
Oh,
this faction
man.
standing. So
Say it again. Say it again.
I'm sorry, I know. But congratulations again. So proud of you, Roxy. Always lovely to see you. Let's keep rocking the singles tournament. Thank you for bringing that belt.
It's like a warm blanket. It's my blankie. It makes me when I feel bad. It makes me feel good because not many players like Jeannine can do this and have a belt that makes them feel so good and so warm.
Oh, okay.
Sore
loser.
Applause here because I gotta say.
That explains why Alex feels so lonely without it. He lost his blankie.
Shower her with roses and how wonderful she's playing for losing. I have never seen failure celebrated so much than a Jeannine match. So she finally got a win. The fans can celebrate her. I did that. I gave the fans something to enjoy. It's what I do. So Jeannine, bravo, you gotta win. The fans, you can now celebrate a win instead of celebrating a loss. I mean, but let's be frank here for a minute.
He's a salty Sally.
He big man.
He big man. Oh yeah.
Roxy's trash.
Salty
and she's in the
Sally.
dumpster where, the rocks are in the dumpster where they always should be. No matter how many points Jeannine does, Jeannine can
Look
go
at Jill.
beat
She's
Dan
like,
Murrell
what do I
and
do?
win the,
Yeah.
go to the singles.
Like, I can't take
They're
sides
still
on
going to
this.
be in last place. That's all that matters. I mean, hey, there's a reason when I play, I take off opponents and spinner's choice on a wheel. I don't use that. I don't need a crutch to win. And a lot of fans, what I like about this match, fans will see.
Now he's just making excuses.
Because they're always like, Kalinowski never spins opponent's choice. I always do. Hey, I got things I'm not good at. I'm not a singles player.
when Kalin
It's not my bag,
starts
baby. I played last match. I played
pulling
wonderful.
the real
hey,
heel character traits,
he's
just being a sore loser.
Getting movies that she's watched all month.
Salty
And then I'll get musical. That's gonna happen. You're gonna have crap spins, crap games. It happened. That's what I got to deal with. But I'm luckily got this gorgeous thing right here at the top of the faction.
Jill doesn't even know what to ask next.
The player
Jill's just gonna let him talk.
Faction, I don't know if you saw it with my defense against Amaru last night. The only player that's
the
ever defended
thing.
twice,
He talks too much. Makes
myself,
people
and I've
sleepy.
got the most points out of anyone. I don't know how many points Jeannine's got for the stars. None of her players get points for her.
I think this was it, or there may have been like
They
two
get
other
3 or
points.
4
She
points?
did great. She did great. She did great this season.
Yeah, it's so fun being at the bottom. We were there for a little bit last season and this season, and well, here we are.
Well, you see, Mike, that's the difference. That's the difference between people like me and you and people like Roxy and Jeannine. Don't worry, Jill. You'll be able to speak eventually. Give us our moment here. All right, we're not
So
often on the losing side of things. And they're not going to sit there and say the dumb shit that they say and expect us to not have anything to say in return.
Mr. Blade.
First of all,
I don't listen to her. What did she say? She making fun of me again?
oh, don't. No. They're celebrating their one and only victory. Like, it's 2-1 now, which nobody cares. There's nothing they can do because they lose. They're losers. And Jeannine, I can pull off any hair color. You can talk your petty all you want, but A, I look better than you and Roxy combined on any given day when I wake up in the morning. And B, we're still number 1 and you're still trash. So
I was gonna say something like, we talk about
We got some potty mouths.
We're building a rivalry here. Yeah, I remember a rivalry I had with the Founding Fathers. They eventually did win one.
My
against
next
us,
match,
and
I'm just gonna
bound to
pull
happen.
out all
You
the
just play
stops
matches
and say every curse word that I
happen again.
know.
But
just so I can
we're
have
down
as
to
many
win, and the rock
beeps
stars are going to keep losing
as
players all year. and
Shannon.
become
Yeah,
stars and
just a
change their names.
promo
So
full of beeping.
Roxy
That'd be
Jeannine,
amazing.
I
It's
don't
like a
think I just
Deadpool
go
movie
keep
in the
on thirst
MCU. or something.
trapping on Instagram and whatnot. And maybe you use that to get some money for the factions, and so we can build up the faction with that way, and you can do a little fundraising that way.
Nice
That's
composure,
what you guys
Jill.
are good at. Stick to that.
Has Jill said a word since the
So
beginning?
enjoy that.
No, she hasn't.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna shake this off. Hey, and let me say something, Joe. I'm saying a lot, but I'm gonna say something else. Hey, I'm gonna own that quote. That is a stupid. No player in the Schmoedown should miss that. I just got excited. My own fault. I'm gonna own that. That's crap. I'll get crap for that one, and I'll let them give me crap for that one. That one's fine. But hey, I gotta throw that in the wind. I gotta go defend this for a third time. In just a little time here, a little month. I gotta go defend this for a third time, which I plan on doing. So hey, that's what my plan is for the next month or so.
I feel like Chundru just stole my mic again. Anyway, let me get some words in here. real
Mike
quick.
laughed on
yeah,
that.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you for letting me do my job for a second. Yes, Mike, I do appreciate that you brought that inner geekdom bill because I was going to ask you a whole bunch of questions, but you pretty much covered that for me. So why am I even here right now? To be
we
honest,
made your job really easy today,
Jill,
Jill. You're welcome.
when
You can
you've
say
won-
thank you.
Thank you.
When you've won as much as I have, and you've been at the top of your game as long as I have, The questions that you and Jessica and whoever and Stephanie, whoever come up with, I've heard them all before. It's all rote to me, so I could write the script myself for you guys right now. Like, you're a champion.
I can
they
ask
are
you
calling me the
question.
greatest of all time now. I don't know if you heard that. That is so. I'm used to this. But if you want to come up with something, question, go for it.
How does it feel to lose? How does it feel to lose today?
Jill, I've lost many times before. My record is now 8-8. That means I've had 8 losses. I went into the singles tournament. Wasn't going to go into it, but my one goal was like, all right, let me come out. I don't want my record to be worse than when it went into it. So it wasn't. I got 1 win and I got 1 loss. I played a phenomenal game against Hauser. I played a crap game against Jeannine. When you play like me, when you play like Dan Murrell, the greats, it happens.
Who Jeannine is playing next?
You're gonna lose, and I'm gonna lose, and I lost to Jeannine today. Does it suck? Sure. Hopefully, I'll face Jeannine
Wait,
again.
who's
I'd love
Jeannine
to face
playing
Jeannine
next?
again. I'd like
Dan.
to,
Oh no.
maybe she would, we'll do a little bit next
Molly
year.
has a
where
hard
there's
I'm
things
so
that we might not be
conflicted.
Spinners and opponents on the wheel anymore, so maybe it'll be a different game. I'm always good with the spinners and opponents. I like to rely on knowledge, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Now, a lot of people have been saying, Mike, that you have been putting most of your focus this season on IG, hence why you have these 2 title defenses.
Yes.
Do you think you've put singles and teams kind of to the back burner this year? Is that what happened today?
Well, Jill, when you got a faction of superstars, you can do that. So, yeah, I did. You just proved it. I played phenomenal against Hauser, played crappy against Jeannine. I didn't have to. I couldn't study for this. I can't. I've got this to worry about. I got, the guy who's going for this thing, one of the great. He thinks he's one of the greatest, and he's, I got to put the time in. So no, I'm not studying. You see what happens with Jeannine studies.
Hi, Jeannine.
This was like her one shot to do something.
Not only does Jeannine have to study, she
Congratulations.
has to hit everything
We loved
on that
every
wheel
second of
that
it,
would
by
go
the
in her
way.
favor because
I
anything
know you just got
Fantastic
here.
match.
Let's be honest.
We're really enjoying
how that
seeing
went.
Mike
So,
struggle
when it comes
through
down to knowledge for knowledge,
trying to
take luck out of it. But hey,
trying to
and I've said it before, luck
throw
is part of the
jabs.
Schmoedown. It served me well before in the past. It served other players well. That's the game.
He gets really
That's the game, and you gotta
rambly.
take the win and
He
the loss
does.
with the
He
luck.
tries to make
So,
excuses
I
for
did.
himself.
I lost.
Yeah.
It happens. Doesn't matter. For
You know
Jeannine,
what would
this
be
is gonna
really
look-
cool?
for
Hey,
Jeannine,
let me stop you right there.
This
Hold on.
interview's
I
going
just
on
wanna say
way
something because
too
we have to
long.
end this interview. We have
Way
to
too
end this
long.
interview. Jill's got stuff to do. We have to go get your parents.
When-
We have things to do besides
When Shannon has to
ramble
interrupt
about
you-
Schmoedown. But I will say, the likelihood of it happening,
Yeah.
like Jeannine actually winning this tournament,
The
or
length of this
beating
interview
Dan
is
or
almost
doing
seeming
anything
like they won.
remarkable, is very slim to none. And that's, I'm not being mean, it's just the truth. But Jeannine, if you can
Selvin,
muster
that's great.
the
That's
energy
great,
and the
Selvin.
study and if you can just grab
Jeannine,
some of that
yes,
love,
there you go.
maybe beat Dan
bread.
Murray, maybe beat everyone
Give
else.
us
You
bread.
Oh, I
really
was like,
doing
what
us a
emoji is
solid.
that?
So I hope that double-edged sword sticks right in your freaking heart because we need you to win now.
This
And
bread
I know
is
you wanna win, so
salty.
go ahead and do it because you'll only be
Salty
helping
white
us.
bread.
Thank you.
That'd be really nice for us in the faction wars. So go for it.
Do your
go
best.
for it, kiddo.
Do your best. Let's go.
Mike and Shannon, everybody.
What else can you say after all that, really?
Oh, you'll see us
you will.
spectacular twice.
I'm sure he'll be back eventually.
Oh no! No, Andrew Guy. Oh, there he is.
He's so
I was
shit.
just taking a nap.
Oh, my
down there. I didn't realize that we were. I thought this had ended like an hour ago. I'm so sorry.
That wasn't just some fun jocularity.
Well, there it is. Yes, Andrew Guy clearly watches POV because he saw Molly fall asleep at one point at another match.
Yeah,
so.
well, I'm glad it's not just me falling asleep.
But hey, look, Jeannine the Machine coming in and TKOing Mike Kalinowski, which is just chef's kiss. So good after all the buildup. She had 2 previous losses against him and finally got that victory. We've talked about it all year long, how good she has been playing. And Mike's no slouch. As kind of iffy as he looked today, he is no slouch. And I can't wait to see what she does next because she's facing a heavy hitter, but she's coming in with some major steam in this next match.
Yeah. Someone get Mike some baby powder because she spanked that baby pretty hard.
How long have you been waiting to say that?
That literally just came out of my mouth. I swear I did not think of that. I'm so glad I didn't get this match spoiled. I knew it was going to be good.
Yes, Jill. Yes.
Oh God, I knew it was going to be good, and it was so worth the wait, and it was so worth being the last match before what?
The quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals. Yeah. Oh God, I cannot wait for the next round. She's
100%.
just killing it this year. Absolutely killing it.
Molly?
So good. Yeah, I mean, she made it look like this whole entire match was easy.
Yeah,
And
that's a good point. Yeah.
she looked really strong, but also just like, okay, yeah, next, okay, yeah. And then like the whole time, Mike was just kind of flailing. And like once he started to miss questions, he just kind of like fell off the wagon.
Mhm.
I don't know if he lost concentration or if he just got a bunch of questions about stuff that he really didn't know, but he did not look very pulled together there. But
I think
yeah.
he played himself a little bit. Like, I
Maybe.
mean, he came in a little too jokey, fun, and he lost his team a point in a tight end of the season.
Well, and remember, we
standing
talked about
grid.
it. I think we talked about it on Monday. They don't have a match until Spectacular now.
No.
Corruption's done. And what happens if they lose those 2 title matches? They don't get points for the rest of
Which
the
they
year.
will.
So it was big, not just because Jeannine won, but also Jeannine knocks out Corruption until Spectacular. And we talked about, I think 1 through 4 in the standings were within 11 points of each other. That's nothing with title shots on the line. That's nothing. Yeah. So it's big. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that at one point maybe the joking around or something got in his head a little bit. Obviously the Miracle on 34th Street question definitely got in his head a little bit. He kept thinking about it the entire time. But let's give credit where credit is due. Jeannine played lights out. I think she missed 1 question. One maybe 2 questions in the first round.
She missed 2 in the first round.
Okay, so she missed 2 in the first round, but she killed the second round, and then she didn't even have to answer a third round. Like, good for her. Good for her. And I can't wait to see her face Dan. That match is going to be crazy. I don't want to make predictions on that match right now. We'll talk about it later, but that match is going to be crazy.
Chuck said, Mike got sassier as he got sloppier, just like me on Saturday night. Hey.
All right, well, before we get out of here, we do have a quick Streamlabs here from Farrell. Thank you, as always, Farrell. I said this post-match was long, so we got Dune flashbacks with people talking. Now, someone wake up Guy, please. Yeah, very true.
I'm sure we can throw out. You can go watch Machine Monday with this coming Monday, and Jeannine will talk all her thoughts about it.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll definitely talk about that. Maybe we'll reach out and have her on the show. Who knows? But we have a little time until then. As for tomorrow, everybody, TBD on a reaction. I know it's a big teams match, but Brian and I are actually going to be in Eternals during our normal reaction time, and so it might be a Jill and Molly show tomorrow. Who knows? We're still figuring that out. But stay tuned. We'll make sure to post it on our Discord, post it on Twitter, and we'll let everybody know. But if there's not something scheduled on YouTube, there obviously won't be a match. So make sure you guys stay tuned. And then we'll be back on next Monday for our main show as well. So thank you guys, as always, for joining us, staying with us, hanging out during these matches as we play along, have a little fun. And we'll be back when we see you in the next coming days. Have a good night, guys.